starting this off with the midseason awards. Best GM so far. Leo was talking about how he thought Micah. What were you thinking on that one? What was your reasoning for why you thought Micah was the best right now?
At the beginning of the year, if you remember, his running back situation was piss poor, and he had no one. And now, I mean, he filled him. I mean, Chris Ivory's obviously not starting back, but Melvin Gordon, Frank Gore, not Alfred Morris, but yeah, I mean, he filled his running back needs. And
those two running backs you said they came from your team?
Yeah, they did come from my team.
So,
but it's okay. My running backs are better, so it's okay. What about Melvin Gordon?
And he's got Starks, who's about to come back.
Right. No, Eddie Lacy.
I mean, I was thinking about Micah as well, just because of what Leo said.
yeah.
Like, I'm tempted to say Bob, too, just because the draft obviously went so well for him to carry him to 7 wins. I don't know. I'd say, for me, it's like a tie between those two.
I think my best GM award is going to go to John because I seriously do not know how you can be so bad.
Yeah.
Like you have to try
at being
like you right. You have to be good at. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He beat me, so I can't really say anything.
Wow.
But
I
mean, he still only has 1 win
against
me. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't care. Best GM is going to go to John from my side because that's like it's hard to be that bad. So
Okay, so second award, surprising GM. What's the most surprising GM?
most surprising, I think it's going to be Bobby for me. 5-0.
6-0.
6-0.
Yeah, 6-0.
But now it's 7-2. I mean, he's going to make the playoffs. 7 wins. He can
Right.
lose out. I still think he may make the playoffs.
Right. And yeah, I mean that's a clean sweep. That's easy.
Yeah, he's for sure my most surprising.
Third one is most improved. Let's go most improved from the beginning of the year to now.
I'll have to give it to Kyle then.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, he's 1-3 start. Now he's 4 wins.
1-4.
1-4 start. Now you have 4 wins.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
I mean, you can't beat me, but I mean, you're starting to get wins. So I would say, yeah, from start to right now, it's gonna be Kyle.
Right. Okay, I agree.
I also like JJ, just
Right.
because his ads that he's had have carried him to wins. Like the week Kelly got him points, DeJuan Harris put up 19 for him last week.
Dude, and JJ is not out of the playoff picture yet.
No.
And
And
3-6, he is not down at all.
I like his receivers now just because of the volume. Dude, Mike Evans and Stephon Diggs have been top 2 in targets in the NFL for the last 2 weeks. His wide receivers are getting the most targets in the league by far.
League standings, I mean, these were voted on by us. A couple of us sent our rankings to Nick this week. So with the averages out, we got Micah, number 1. He's 7-2. Leo's 5-4. He's the 2 seed. Bobby's 3, 7-2. They got me at 4, 5-4. Dylan 5-4. Nick 5-4. JJ's at 7 with a 3-6 record. Kyle dropped from 3rd last week down to 8th this week at a 4-5 record. Swanky and John round at the bottom. Really not much change here with the teams. The biggest drop was Kyle, but I think they pretty much just swapped. I don't know who you swapped with. They just kind of moved you down.
Yeah,
and
way
moved
the
everybody
fuck
up.
Bye.
So,
yeah.
I had Kyle at my 4 when I sent it to Nick, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think Kyle's my 5.
I don't know where the rest of these averages came from. Though.
I haven't scored that many points, so I can see why, I guess, now that I look at it.
Yeah,
So,
It was time for Bobby to finally not have that number 1 spot. So hopefully he shows up. He plays me this week, so we'll see how that goes. I can move up in the rankings again. Bobby can move down. He's got a schedule coming up that's not
not
favorable. You guys see anything different about the rankings, or like what do you think?
I moved
John
up
still
to
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I moved up to 2, which I was surprised. I didn't think I was making it down to 2, but I'll take it. I respect it.
So game of the week we got Leo 5-4.
Yep, with Dougie Martin coming back.
Yeah, Doug Martin comes back
Yes, sir.
against Mike, who's 7-2. I mean, what do you think here, Kyle?
I like Leo this week. Just looking at, I don't like Ivory as a starting back, and Fitz is questionable. I mean, he is against San Francisco, but he's questionable, and you never know with Carson Palmer. I just like Leo's matchups better. Matt Ryan, Leo is going to be big against Philly.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
Yeah. And then I think Kelvin has a good week too. For
Yeah.
once. I know you need that big week from him.
So,
Doug Martin's questionable still. I mean, it's his first game back in, 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
It's favorable against Chicago, but I mean Melvin Ingram against Denver. I mean that'll be tough. They're not. They let Melvin Gordon run all over them, or was it no Jordan? Who just ran all over Denver?
They played Oakland. They just played Oakland.
Oh yeah, Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let that happen again. I think Denver's defense finally shows up. Melvin Ingram's gonna get shut down. I mean Julio and Matt Ryan are still gonna have good games though. I'm gonna go with Micah. I still think he'll pull this off. I want you to win. I don't want somebody to be that high in ranking, but
Oh no, we're going for the regular season cash now.
Yeah, we
That's
are.
what we're pushing for.
but I don't think you're gonna pull it out this week.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping Justin Tucker kind of kicks some more field goals tonight. But I don't know, man. I just really am excited for Doug Martin to come back. And he comes back at the perfect time because McCoy's on a bye, so it feels right and nicely. And because of that, I don't know. I just like Martin coming back compared to his Chris Ivory. Even with Denver's defense, people's been running on Denver's front line.
But
all year.
he's splitting with Hightower. I mean,
Yeah,
that was,
he is. But, I mean, he'll still get his 16, 18 touches and hopefully a touchdown. And if Doug Martin doesn't play, I'm starting both New Orleans running
That's
backs.
scary.
That's
You're gonna
so
decline your trade really fast.
fine.
No.
But yeah, I got I got me.
Dylan, who's 5-4, going against Nick Beal, who's 5-4. I mean, that's a matchup of the roommates.
Yeah.
Same record. I mean, this is a week that you fight for that playoff position. Both teams 5-4.
Same division.
Same division.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a tough matchup. Looking at it though, I think I like Dylan's team better. David Johnson is gonna go off against San Fran. I mean, he's
Yeah.
projected 23 fucking fantasy points.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna
Unreal.
He's gonna.
Doug Baldwin, I mean, that's a primetime game, so you always see Russell Wilson kind of go off.
And it's coming
Yeah.
late to the season. They play well late.
Cleveland just scored.
I still like Ezekiel Elliott, but I'm gonna go with Dylan for this week.
But yeah, I got a Dylan as well. Nick, we suck. That probably holds true this week. Sorry, but Dylan goes 6-4.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dylan wins this week.
Turkey Tom and the boys 3-6. Going against Swanky, who's 3-6 as well. So we have another matchup who's kind of fighting for a last playoff spot. I think if Swanky loses this week, I think he is out. Like I think I think we're gonna rule him out. Even if he wins out, I still don't think he can get in the last spot. But I'm gonna go with JJ anyways because Tom Brady, Todd Gurley, Jay Ajayi is going off, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs. I think Gary Barnes just scored a touchdown.
No, it wasn't him.
No.
It was a wide receiver.
I mean, anyways, you have that lineup going against Rashad Jennings, Terrence West, Mike Wallace, Travis Benjamin.
Right.
So
I agree.
I go with JJ on this one.
I go JJ. I like JJ's team too. I think JJ makes a run the second half. I think he really makes a run, goes into the playoffs,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
he wins a few games.
I like JJ as well, although I don't think Gurley does shit because of the way that it's been so far.
All right, next matchup, I got John Moore, who is pathetic at 1-8, going against Kyle, who is 4-5. I don't even want to waste my time on John's team, so I'm going to go with Kyle.
Simply put, I got Kyle too. Kyle gets. Wait, who's on your bye this week? Who you got on bye?
Nobody.
Right. Guys, full squad. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Spencer Ware should be back.
Right.
Yeah, I like myself. Although I like Michael Thomas a lot.
Yeah, not against Denver.
No, not against Denver, but just in general.
Yeah, I do too. Myself, Hi Joe Kids, going against Bob, who's 7-2.
How do you feel about Bob's team at
I don't
7-2?
like it. I don't like his team,
it's
but he
funky.
wins. It's weird.
He's starting Peyton Barber still as of right now.
Yeah,
so
that's-
that'll be interesting to see who he plugs into his flex.
I was looking at that. I don't know who he put in there though.
Right.
He-
Alan Hearns.
Maybe.
He has
Questionable.
no
Enunwa probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Enunwa for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to go with Le'Veon Bell, who hasn't scored a touchdown yet. I think it's his week.
Got it.
Matt Forte is being pretty busy. Des Bryant, Demaryius Thomas have favorable matchups.
Jimmy Graham's back to the
Jimmy
old Jimmy Graham.
Dude,
My
those
God.
touchdowns last week.
Yeah, I got
both
touchdowns
one-handed.
played.
The only thing with my team is I don't like my flex. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying
no.
to find a position that I'm trying to find.
Trade deadline's coming soon.
It is.
I tell you what, though, Theo Reddick low key is a decent flex.
He's my flex. No, yeah, but he's on a bye this week.
Right.
You can always play Crowder, dude.
No, I like Crowder too. I just
Not against Minnesota,
Yeah.
I get that, but
I got you as well, though. I think, Bob, your team's just funky, man. funk.
It's weird. Kenny Brett starting.
It's the funkiest 7-2 team I've
I
ever seen in
know.
my life.
When you see 7-2, you don't think of this team.
No, I think of your team.
Yeah, I'm the 7-2 team. It looks like.
Yeah.
but I'm not.
On paper.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I lost to John, which is that's still
Sad.
That's pathetic.
It's all right, John. Congrats.
I like zooming out for a sec. I was thinking about trades I could send you.
Yeah, ready.
For Crowder.
That's
but
fine.
I don't know.
I'm willing to deal with
Le'Veon's
Crowder.
on the block.
Le'Veon he is on the block, but it has to be a good pick and a draft pick.
Forte's on the block too. He offered me something for Forte.
Well, yeah, but I ain't taking.
Hit him
Marcus
up.
Mariota, I'm taking Ronaldo.
I don't know. This is going to be a good matchup this week, pending DeMarco Murray, because that matchup with Green Bay for him could be nice.
Yeah.
But Green Bay needs a win.
Right.
You have to. I always think about that. Like
I do too. That's why I'm big on Carolina players, because they have to win.
they have to win. I just don't think they can.
I
I think last year was a fluke, and I've always said that. I just don't like it. I don't like Carolina as a team. I don't think they're that great. Last year they had a good run, but every team does. They have a year like that.
They lost to Norton, man. That's huge. They had a
Yeah,
good
their
team.
defense is correct. But I like you this week, though. I think Bell finally gets an end zone, like you said. And Pittsburgh's defense as a whole has been a nightmare. So Des Bryant could eat this week.
It happens. I took him on DraftKings.
Yeah.
One bold thing for the second half of the season. And then after that, we have a very special segment, and we are going to pick the champion.
Oh.
So one bold second half prediction.
Well, let's look at this right now. So, what do you think's about to happen? As of right now, Swanky, Kyle, John, and JJ are not in the playoffs.
JJ gets in.
JJ gets in. Who's getting knocked out then?
Nick Beal.
He's a 5-4 team.
There's a lot of football left.
And
4 games.
look, this is crazy.
And Dylan.
The two top seeds are 7-2, and the remaining teams in the playoffs right now are all 5-4.
I know.
That's what I'm-
I know.
It can swing anyway.
They can swing anyway.
And then looking at the standings, even the 5-4 to 4-5, and then you have your 3 and 6s. So everyone's either 1 or 2 games out. Minus obviously Bill Cosby sleepers. They're snoozing all year again. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to watch. I mean, literally 9 of the 10 teams can still make the playoffs. I think, like I said, I think JJ gets in. I think Kyle finds a way
Nick
to
Beal
get
has
in.
a rough schedule left so far. He's got who's he playing this week? Dylan. Yeah, Dylan this week. Micah next week. Who does he have after that?
Me.
Then Leo,
Or then Hydro Kids. He's not getting in.
and then Reagan.
Oh God, that's tough.
That's a tough
The
mix.
next 4 weeks are
That's
all
tough.
And his team,
That's our winning team. That's our winning
it's
record.
iffy. I mean, he puts up points a lot of times, but I mean, we'll see. Like I said, that's a tough schedule.
I want to say that Bobby, my bold prediction, even though I think Bobby is the most improved GM, I think he's going to be fighting for the last playoff spot. I think that last week, week 13.
Even at 7
I think
wins.
so. I think he has to win week 13 if he wants to make the playoffs. I think he goes on a cold streak here.
I agree with the cold streak, but he has 7 wins.
Yeah,
There's 6
you have
playoff
to-
spots.
If he loses out, he still goes 7 and 6.
That's fine.
So you don't think he'll be in the playoffs at 7 and 6?
I didn't say. I
You
said
know,
he'll be fighting for the last 6
Okay,
spot.
yeah.
I think he gets 6 easily just because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's irrelevant, but I don't know.
But
I
think
don't
about it.
think that drops that much.
I'm a 5-14,
Right.
and I play
I'm a 5-4,
JJ and Swanky
Nick,
left.
and
Those
Dylan's a
are
5-4.
those are all teams that have a losing record.
So
So-
right.
Bob has a tough last 4 as
He
well.
does.
He's
What's
got
Bob's
me,
last 4?
So he's got you this week, me next week. Week 12, he's got Dylan, I think.
Dylan and then JJ.
And then JJ's gonna be that last.
See, that's
last
wow.
week.
JJ and Bob.
Dude, we're all
that last
being
week,
third
JJ
JJ
is a
Bob.
game
We should all
matchup
be
to
right
watch.
there. We should all be right
Well,
there.
that's if Bobby loses.
Damn,
But that's my bold
crap.
prediction. That's my bold prediction.
Okay, I like it.
I think he fights for the 6th spot.
Look-
If he wins, he's in. If he loses, week
That was
13,
that was
he's out.
basically going to be mine. I was going to say that mine and JJ's Week 12 matchup decides who gets that last playoff.
You have a favorable matchup the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You have decently. If you look at your last 4, you're happy with who you face.
right. Yeah, I am
John,
happier than not.
3
Swanky
under
or
500
John,
teams.
Bobby, who's not that great of a team, and
JJ.
Swanky. The only one that you have is JJ.
Yeah.
But if you look at that week, let me see.
Well, and Bob.
I mean, he doesn't really have any buys, so.
Bob has Freeman on
Bob and
bye
JJ.
next week.
And somehow Swicky finds a way to win a game every now and fucking then.
Predict the champion. Let's get to the final four. Who do you think the final four is?
Oh, I like this. Let me look at these standings.
And then we can kind of go from there. I think our final four. I think Micah. I think Micah's team is a good final four team. I like my team a lot. Leo. And I like Dylan's team just because of his running backs.
Really?
I like his team because of his running backs, and Jordy Nelson can put up 20 any week.
Right. And my thing with him, I'm waiting for. Where is he? Where's Joey Edelman?
He traded him to Nick.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Okay. Well, Devontae Booker. You like Devontae Booker moving forward?
I mean, he's better than a running back too. He's a starting running back.
Yeah.
His playoff matchups are rough though.
Is it?
At Tennessee, New England, at Kansas City.
That's for Devin.
That's 14,
Booker.
15, 16.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I don't know. I mean, that's who my final four is.
No, I mean, I like his running backs a lot too.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I like Kristen Michael a lot.
Yeah, I do like Christian Michael too.
My final four is Micah, Jordan, me, and Kyle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say JJ.
I wanted to say JJ, but Kyle has the game advantage right now, and I'm riding with it.
Reagan, Leo, Micah. Who's going to be that four?
So let's think of it this way, because we're only going to be able to match up our final match. We're going to have to get the same team. So we already have Leo, Micah, and myself.
Yeah.
Who do you think the fourth is? I think the fourth is going to be Dylan. You thought JJ, right?
No, I think Kyle.
Kyle, who do you think? Because we got to get it the same matchup. So let's see.
I was gonna say Dylan just because of his running backs.
Are you okay with Dylan being the
Yeah,
fourth?
it's fine.
All right.
I hope JJ slips into that four. That'd be so sick.
So-
He's put up a lot
So
of
finals, we would have.
Second most in the league.
We're looking at Micah and Dylan going against each other. Looking like it.
Uh-huh.
And then we would have.
Brotherly love.
Then we would have myself and Leo against each other. So who would you guys take versus Micah and Dylan?
Micah.
You think to Micah too?
I think I would.
Micah's team.
Well, here, somebody pull up Dylan's schedule, like his players with schedule on week,
I'm doing Micah's right
and
now.
I'll do Dylan's because we'll see kind of matchups.
Melvin Gordon, what are we on? 14, 15, 16? Melvin Gordon's at Carolina, Oakland, Cleveland. That was looking nice. Odell is playing Dallas, Detroit, Philly. Looking nice. Rodgers for Micah, 14, 15, 16. Week 14, Seattle, 15, Chicago, 16, Minnesota. 3 tough matchups as of now.
I mean, Dylan has David Johnson going against Seattle, week 16. That would be the
Championship.
that wouldn't be a championship. Week 17 championship.
I think 16 is it.
Oh, 16 is championship.
Because week 17
Oh.
is usually.
All right,
Okay,
read
so-
off. So David
so-
Johnson's against Seattle week
No,
16?
no. So week 15 then, because that's when he'd play him, because that would be
Right,
the final four.
right.
David Johnson against New Orleans.
Okay, Melvin Gordon against Oakland.
Okay. Devontae Booker against New England.
Then Frank Gore against week 15 with Minnesota. Ouch.
And then Jordy Nelson in Chicago.
Or James Starks against Chicago. I think you say James Starks. I
said
said James Starks, my fault.
Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson's against 2.
Dude, I think I would take Dylan. You got Cardinals going against New Orleans, so you got Carson Palmer, David Johnson, Jordy Nelson going against Chicago.
But Mike has favorable matchups too. Let me see Dylan's team real quick.
I don't know.
I got Micah.
All right, so Dylan Micah matchup. I got Dylan. You got Micah. You got final say. Who makes it to the championship?
David Johnson goes for 30
Yeah.
and takes it
All
for
right,
me.
Dylan takes it too.
All right.
All right, we got Dylan in the championship. That's crazy. All right, we got me against you then.
Colin can only do this because obviously we got each other.
Well, let's look at the matchups. So let's go to week 15. I got Le'Veon Bell against Cincinnati.
All right, hold on. I got Doug Martin against Dallas.
I got Matt Forte going against Miami.
I got LaShawn McCoy going against Cleveland.
Des Bryant's is going against what was that? Tampa Bay.
I got Julio.
Yeah, who they got?
Julio.
San Francisco.
Oh God.
That's Matt Ryan and Julio.
And then I
San Francisco.
have Drew Brees going against Arizona, dude. So
You have Drew Brees against Arizona? Wow. I gotta take it. And then I got Allen
Yeah.
Robinson against Houston.
yeah, I might have just by looking at that, I may have to do some trades. That's scary. That's a scary final. That's
Benjamin
a
against Washington. Jordan Reed against Carolina. I'll take it. I like myself.
Doug Martin against Dallas.
yeah. I might have to do some trades with that then. Yeah, I mean, with the matchups, it looks like you would take that. So Dylan and Leo, the championships, our prediction. Our first prediction. That's what we have. That's like Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, baby.
No one likes Dylan's team. People like your team, but you're so damn confident that everybody hates it. So we really got Hillary versus Donald.
We'll see.
All right, boys. So we got Leo as our first prediction winner. I think we'll have one more before. Let's do one before playoffs.
Yeah.
But after that,
No, probably our next video too.
yeah,
Julio's
probably.
gonna get hurt. Watch.
Well, it's been real. Good first half. Good, really, 2/3 of the season. It's been real. Peace.